to the Next Level Weekend Podcast, your weekly deep dive into the world of mobile games and what makes them work. Today's episode explores the science behind why mobile games are, well, more addictive than ever. From personalized AI to dopamine-driven rewards, so we'll unpack how modern games are designed not just for fun, but really to hook you. If you've ever opened a game for just a few minutes and then suddenly lost track of time, this episode will explain why. It's often not a lack of control. It's carefully crafted psychology. And here on the Deep Dive, our mission today is to really unpack that psychology and understand these, frankly, powerful design choices.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating how meticulously designers leverage these well-understood psychological triggers. I mean, take dopamine reward loops, for instance.
Right, a little buzzy, yeah.
Exactly. But it's not just the win or the level up. It's often the unpredictable timing of those rewards that really keeps your brain anticipating. It's a bit like a slot machine.
Right.
That's where variable rewards come in, things like loot boxes or gotcha draws. You never quite know what you'll get. And that uncertainty just makes you want to try again.
Yeah, I can see that. And, for anyone listening who's felt that kind of magnetic pull to keep playing, this next point really hits home. Our source highlights how deeply games integrate FOMO, the fear of missing out, and also loss aversion.
Very powerful.
Think about it. Those limited time events or daily login bonuses or even losing a progress streak if you miss a day. These aren't just like extra features. They're clever cues designed to condition us into playing routines. They build these powerful habit loops.
They really do. Cues, actions, reward. It's classic conditioning. And beyond those individual hooks, developers are always trying to get players into that flow state.
Flow state, right, where you're just completely absorbed.
Precisely. It's that sweet spot, that perfect balance where the game is challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so hard you get frustrated. And not so easy, gets boring.
Keeps you immersed.
Deeply immersed. And this is where those classic psychological hooks meet really sophisticated gamification strategies.
Okay, so we're talking about things like having really clear goals, getting that instant feedback, which feels super satisfying.
Yeah, that immediate gratification.
And progression systems like levels and power-ups that give you this constant feeling of growth, of getting better.
Definitely.
And it's not just about what you achieve, is it? It's also the thrill of what you might achieve. Those randomized rewards and gotcha pulls you mentioned. That uncertainty again.
Exactly, that compelling uncertainty.
But how much of this is just clever human design? And how much is maybe something more advanced running behind the scenes?
That's a great question. And this is where AI really elevates the game these days. Our source points out that AI isn't just a background detail. It's often actively tracking your play patterns.
Tracking me? How so?
Well, it might dynamically adjust the game's difficulty, or maybe how generous it is with rewards, all based on your engagement. It's sort of like having a personal game master who knows exactly when to push you or when to throw you a bone to keep you playing.
Wow. Okay. That's quite something.
It is. And then you add in the social layer, leaderboards, guilds, co-op events. These turn games into mini social networks, and that deepens your emotional investment significantly.
Yeah, you see these strategies absolutely everywhere. Think about Candy Crush, right? Those short, satisfying levels, that immediate feedback.
Classic example.
Or Fortnite Mobile, leveraging seasonal content and that intense social competition. Pokemon Go is brilliant too, turning real-world activity into gameplay.
And Monopolies Go thriving on those quick micro sessions and the fun rivalry of bankrupting your friends.
Yeah.
But what's truly insightful, I think, is how monetization isn't just tacked on at the end. It's woven right into these engagement loops.
How do you mean?
Well, things like battle passes or energy systems that recharge over time or upgrades that are time-gated, they all create incentives, right? You either spend money to speed things up or you play more frequently to earn your way through.
Ah, so it's spend money or spend time.
Pretty much. These strategies are incredibly effective for boosting revenue and keeping players coming back, retention, as they call it. But of course, they raise ethical questions about, how deeply these systems influence player behavior, potentially becoming exploitative.
Right, and you can see how seriously developers take this and the metrics they track. Everything from day 1, 7, and 30 retention rates.
Key metrics.
To daily active users, how long people play each session. The goal seems pretty simple. Get players to return every day, stay longer, and ultimately spend more.
Mobile games today are just. They're deeply engineered experiences. They don't just entertain. They actively build habits by tapping into our emotions, our routines, our core motivations.
Understanding these mechanisms isn't just useful if you're a developer, it's actually essential for you, the player. Just being aware is that first step toward finding a healthier balance.
Absolutely. And looking ahead, the future of mobile games will likely involve even more personalization, deeper social connections, and more sophisticated behavioral design. Which brings us back to that important question: how do we, as an industry and as players, ensure that this powerful engagement doesn't cross the line into feeling exploitative?
Hmm, that's a really fine line.
It is. It's a line every studio has to navigate carefully, and one that players are, thankfully, becoming more and more aware of.
Thank you for listening to the Next Level Weekend podcast. If you found this episode insightful, please share it with a fellow gamer or a developer. Subscribe for more deep dives into what makes mobile games work. In the next episode, we'll explore how monetization design impacts the player experience, when it feels rewarding, and when it crosses that line. Until then, keep playing smart.